We listed 39 homes yesterday, and I better do a check because yesterday you couldn't hear me. So before oh, please, come on, Facebook. Come on, please work today. Come on. Let's see if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Is it working today? Yes, I hear something. Yes, it is. Yay. Oh boy. One thing you learn, the reason why you need to do this and keep doing it is because the more you do it, actually, you learn not to panic. Almost. I know some days I probably do panic a little bit when nothing is working, but for the most part, I think that, we're pretty good. We're pretty good. We whirl with the punches. That's what you got to do. Anyway, another day in paradise here. We listed 39 homes yesterday, and we put 69 under contract. So that took our available homes down to 2,969. Let's see, was it yesterday? Yeah, we had 3,036. So we're down under the 3,000 mark, but we have 30 days of inventory because we're selling 97 homes a day. So if you divide 97 into 2969, that gives you the days of inventory. So if we start selling more homes, like yesterday we closed 90, but we put 69 or 70, we put 69 under contract. So that means we're probably going to maintain that 97 rate, daily sales. So when that goes up, then the days of inventory go down unless we list more than we sell. Not really rocket science, and it's important to know the trends. And speaking of trends, let me show you. See here, put myself down here. I did a stat for the last 5 years from 2017, what the median sales price has been. So in August of 2017, it was, or in September even, it was $265,000. For that same home today, you pay $407,000. Good morning. Thank you. Hey, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much. So that's showing you how we're trending. And it's very important that we realize, in my opinion, over time. Now, Zillow looks like they're buying. Good morning, Deb. Good morning. Good to see you. Welcome back. Good to see you. In my opinion, well, not in my opinion, but if you look at the stats and you look at George Caprios, who represents Zillow, they're right in that price range. And I think that they have a lot to do with bringing the median price up. Now, we know that we're selling more $1 million homes as well, but that does have something to say about it, but we don't sell that many. We've only sold 1,000 million plus homes this year, but we've sold total of 35,000 single family homes total. So if you see what I'm saying, the 1,000 that were over $1 million that we sold are not really impacting that median price as much as what I believe the Zillow sales are. George is number one. He's number one. And out of 14,000 agents, his company is selling more. Him as an individual, they put everything under George, is selling more properties than anybody else. So what that means is that he's affecting that median price, because if you've had a Zillow offer on your home, or George has offered to buy one of your homes, they pay over list. They're just going right in. Like we said yesterday, they're price gouging. And it was interesting because, of course, we had yesterday we had the buyer brokers class. Jimmy Digg, my two Debbies are here. Yay. Yes. That sounds like Karen. Anyway, so what we're saying is that Jimmy was saying that from that video that I showed you yesterday, and the fella talking about just how bad is the current housing, and he called it a crisis. And it might be a crisis if somebody's price gouging. That might be creating making the situation worse. I think Zillow in Las Vegas is creating the increase in the median price. I just believe that. I know that, I don't know. What do y'all think? I just really believe that. If he's doing more sales than anybody else, and this is his price point, and hey, good morning, Frank, and he's been offering above list, is he price gouging? He's causing our prices to go up. And I guess what we had about over 30 people in the class yesterday. It's hard to wrap your head around, why are they doing this? My husband John said, well, are they going to price themselves out of the market? What are they going to do? I don't know what they're going to do, but I do know this. I do know that they are manipulating the price. I do believe what the gentleman said yesterday, and it doesn't show the picture. So let me hide that again. But he basically believes that they're price gouging. And let's see here. I was going to show you something. I don't have it here. Later in the show today, we're going to look at a commercial, and it is going to show you the two things I keep preaching to you, or asking you nicely, please farm, please farm. Yesterday in the class, the consensus is, if we don't build relationships, we're going to lose our business, because in 2 years, I don't know, Tom Ferry says 2 years, 50% of the business is going to be with the iBuyer platforms. And Open Doors coming directly at us as well. They're not having the same impact by the numbers as Zillow is, because Zillow is number one. But Open Doors right up there with them. And I think here I got it. On September the 8th, they had Zillow, and they've done 3,000 transactions. And that's 8.6% of the market. That's big. That's going to have an impact in the price, and it's upsetting. Anyway, let's talk about something more fun. Let's talk about social media. Let's talk about how we can combat these people. So Facebook is a social relationship platform. That's exactly what we need to do, is build more relationships. So connect with 5 past clients. Connect with 5 qualified opportunities. What is that? Your farm, everybody. That's your farm. And connect with 5 California agents that you found on LinkedIn or wherever you found them. And so how do you connect with them? Well, click a like, make a like on a recent meaningful post. Leave a meaningful comment. And what is a meaningful comment? It is a minimum of 4 words. You just don't say congrats. You just don't say great quote. Now, I know we're all guilty of that. I'm guilty of that sometimes myself, because I just think, I just want to, I got all these people I want to connect with. And anyway, I know I'm guilty too, but it's better to say, hey, congrats, Frank. So happy you had a memorable anniversary. Or, now that is an amazing view, Karen. I love the ocean too. Can't wait to see more photos. Those are meaningful quotes, because they are more than 5 words or 4 words. And they're really addressing what you're commenting on. I know it's easy to go through there. Congrats, great view, great quote, but you've got to get meaningful. It is a social relationship-based platform. So if you do 5 comments, if you do 5 shares, if you do 5 likes and 5 messages, that's 20 meaningful communications. And you can break it up however you would like to. You can say, I'm going to do this 4 days a week. That'll be 4,000 plus communications a year. You can say, I'm going to do it 5 days a week. And you are going to do that 5,200 times a year. And Frank has a good comment here. Frank says 75% of my business comes from LinkedIn. There you go. And then you can do 7 days a week, and that'll be 7,300 communications. If you're going to take any days off, don't take Saturday and Sunday off, because most people are going to look at their feed and see what you said on Saturday and Sunday. Now, it'll be down there in their feed, of course, but you want to be on top when they're looking as much as possible, as much as possible. And of course, if you know that your people, maybe most of your people are working Saturday and Sunday, then, but figure that out because it's important. And one of the things that John's assistant is doing is responding to people in a message using Messenger with a link to John's website. And so then you can say, hey, thanks for reaching out to me. Just want to hope your day's going great. Hope you have a great week. If you're looking want to see what's going on in the Vegas market, click the link and you can see the beautiful homes. Now, we like to send the virtual tour link because people love to watch those walkthrough tours. So we'll find a virtual tour link that's good and we'll send that to them, but it shows up. But because we pasted the URL of the website in the message, then the picture shows up and they click on it and it goes to the website. And that's what you want to do. You can say, and then maybe your next week or whenever you're going to touch them again, that same person, you say, oh, by the way, has COVID changed the way you feel about your house? Well, if it has, click this link and I'll be happy to give you what the market says your house is worth, and that now they're clicking on that. And you can just say, just enter your address. When you click the link, just enter your address and I'll get back to you right away. Those things are meaningful. Those are meaningful messages. And a lot of that you can cut and paste. You can cut and paste those. And that's what makes it so good to do. Very easy to do. I might do 10 messages instead of doing 5 likes because it's more meaningful, because I'm looking for a response and I want people to know that, here's what's going on in Vegas in the home market. And if you want to know what the value of your home is, just click the link and it'll send you an email with the value of your home. And then that link is what's my home's worth, which is on your website, your Agent Formula website, or if you have someone else's. I get that. I don't like that. I get it. So anyway, so you did, and you got to get that going. And if we keep doing things like that, we will keep the business. Those that don't, won't. I'm just telling you, that's what's going to happen. Kane and I have been talking about this since 2018, when we first saw Charles Barton announce what Zillow was going to do, what their plan was. And they did exactly, it's funny how they hit the nail on the head when it came to how that the revenues generated from us, not only us, but mortgage companies and other companies, advertising. They were making, 1.3 billion a year. They've now surpassed that in revenues with their offers, Zillow offers program. They're up to 1.4 billion. So it's going to be interesting to see if they take the advertising away from the agents. It's going to be interesting to see that, because you can see that they're going up this way. So maybe they're going to shift gears and keep going up that way. We'll see. Right now, you guys are funding them, not you particularly, but the people that are advertising on Zillow are funding they're funding the Zillow offers. Go figure that one out, everybody. I want to show you, let's see, I want to show you one more thing here, and then I'm going to show you a commercial. How to win the day. Let me put myself in the corner here. So this is so important. Hi, Frank. I'm going to hide you. I'm going to see Frank today at 12:30, I think. Anyway, how to win the day. So this is the Brian Buffini How to Win the Day, and I added the 5, 5, and 5 daily social media tasks to the list. But you've got to make 5 phone calls, and those phone calls can be video calls. They can be, to me, they can be text. I would rather, and I'm trying to get John's assistant to do more of the texting, because people are reading the text. And my next step, Trace, if you're listening, is to do a video of yourself and send it. I know it takes a little time, and we're patient. And then you want to write 3 personal notes a day. We have a property management business. We need to be writing personal notes to the owners. And then we need to be writing personal notes to the tenants. And then we need to be writing personal notes to our past clients. And then our farm. I mean, there's just never, ever enough time to write all the personal notes that you probably could write. But if you just do 3 a day at the end of the year, you've almost done 1,000. And that's if you do it 365 days a year. However, what Brian Buffini says, winning the day is winning 4 days a week. When you do these tasks here 4 days a week, you've won the week. And he says, okay, so how long should you spend on making your phone calls and writing your notes and adding a person to your database and doing the 5, 5, 5, and 5? He's saying 2 hours. Once you do those 2 hours, then you've won the day. And then if you do that for 4 days, you've won the week. You also grab a coffee with a favorite client, maybe have a business lunch, and maybe do 7 pop-bys. Wow. I think that's where, you realize if you have a farm, these pop-bys are they're incredibly purposeful and people appreciate them. And if you do that 4 days a week, you win the week. So if you're going to do 7 pop-bys 4 days a week, that's 28 pop-bys. And if your farm is 100, 200, whatever it is, eventually you're going to cover the whole farm with a pop-by. And of course, they're also going to get the item of value, hopefully, that you're doing with snail mail. And you can deliver those through an email too, but I think getting something in the mail besides an advertisement is good. It's an item of value. And then how do you win the month? So you work 2 hours a day, you win the day doing those things. If you win the week with what I just said, you win the week. And 4 days, you win the week. If you win 3 weeks, okay, you win the month. And then if you win 8 months, you win the year. So all this stuff, this is how you plan. This is the plan that you do. And if you do these things in order and you have a schedule, you can make a schedule with this very easily. Then you have a plan of action. It's one thing to plan, but that's 10% of it. Then putting these things into action, that's where the rubber meets the road. That's how we're going to keep our business, everybody. And what do I tell you? There's 2 things that Zillow is calling 1 million people a day. And they're saying, look, we'll buy your home and we'll sell you the next home. Now, they're going to buy the home and they're going to say, hey, Frank, we're not going to invade your privacy by having open houses and people walk through your house and you're having to declutter it every day or clean up after the kids every day because there's agents walking through the house and you want it to look in its perfect condition. You won't have that inconvenience. We're not going to invade your privacy. Number 2, we are going to buy your house. You don't, and no appraisal. We're just going to buy your house. And you don't have to worry and have stress about whether the buyer who has put in the offer that is paying you is going to be qualified, or if that house is going to appraise based on the mortgage company. Different appraisers do things differently. I mean, that's their spiel. That's what Zillow is telling people. So number 1, there's no invasion of privacy. Number 2, there's no stress because we're going to close this quickly and seamlessly. And in the meantime, we are going to sell you your next home because we know all the inventory. We're a brokerage. We are a brokerage. And like I showed you yesterday, you saw where they've established brokerages in many of those cities where you saw the red dots. And they're infiltrating our MLS. So I use that word lightly. And like Jimmy Degg said yesterday, he said, this fella hopefully is not going to get... he's asking us to boycott Zillow is what he's doing. And that I don't know if that's fair. I may have to look that up. But anyway, let's move on and watch a commercial. And we'll end the show today with this. It's, me, I'm always praying it's going to play, right? Okay, let's see. Oh, of course not. I don't know why this is happening with Zillow. Hold on, please. I'm going to go get it again. It's not Zillow, it's happening. It's just happening. Let's see. Pull it up again, everybody. So the show yesterday was, I don't know, it had me fired up. And then I went into the classroom and I was fired up as well. And Jimmy, he's cute. He says, I want what you had for breakfast. I said, yeah, well, I had Zillow for breakfast. Okay, let me go into the playlist here. And this is the videos. And this is, if I can, I want to show you two of them. Let's see if they'll let me do it. Okay, hold on. I appreciate your patience, everybody. I don't know why this was happening. There may be some issues that I don't know about, but it says I can put a YouTube a link here. I can push it to staging. But when I do that, we'll try it one more time. I'm not going to hang you up here today.
Zillow, they took that headache away from you.
My name is Ina.
My name is Tony.
I'm Mila and I'm 6.
Behind us is our beautiful new house that we just recently purchased. During the pandemic, we had a townhouse and we were kind of stuck there all the time, and it just seemed like, wouldn't it be nice to have a backyard? Wouldn't it be nice to be in a bigger community, maybe in a bigger house?
Okay, listen up. Selling our place, buying this place. Thoughts?
I probably saw some commercials about Zillow offers, just like how they were advertising it. Selling, no hassle. We didn't have to do anything aside of getting the offer and at the end agreeing to it.
I didn't have to do any repairs. I didn't have to go paint. It was nice for somebody to just say, just leave it as it is, take the pictures off the walls, box up some stuff, and then we'll take care of the rest.
The closing date was flexible, and we didn't have to think when would be the best time to put the house on the market with the school. When is the school over? How does it coincide with the rest of our life?
And I really enjoyed having breakfast with you.
Yeah.
We accepted the offer from Zillow to sell our place. And then they came back saying, hey, by the way, we have this opportunity for you if you were also to buy through us. There are additional incentives such as free move. There are some even cash incentives that were included with that.
Zillow actually helped us find an agent, and CJ was great. He helped us go through multiple houses.
The connection with them was great because working with Zillow as a broker partner, we get really good leads, and a lot of the work is already done. So we ended up finding the home by pretty much sticking to the one neighborhood that Ina had focused in on. A good moment that you see when someone really likes the home is that they have a lack of blinking. They're kind of staring and audit everything.
We financed through Zillow home loans. You didn't have to repeat things time and time again.
The Zillow 360 experience, it's so easy. If we were to do it again, that would be my first stop.
Sorry. Anyway, that is another one of these seamless things, you know, where they're just showing you how seamless it is. Let's see if you can hear me now. Sorry. There we go. So that's the message. Go to YouTube, go to Zillow, and they have a playlist. Go to the playlist and you'll see the most recent ones. Or you go to videos and they'll show you the most recent ones. And just start listening to the message, everybody, because you're going to have to. It's nice, everybody. Thank you for telling me you couldn't hear me. Yeah, I put it on mute sometimes so that during it, if the dogs bark, you don't get interrupted. So anyway, it is that time again. Kind of a softer day than yesterday. Anyway, thank you, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful day. Tomorrow we'll continue our September social media. And yeah, anyway, I've been a little bit discombobulated today. John is listening to his first Zoom class. He's been, because we train at the training center, he goes there. But today, he has to do a property management class, so he's his first Zoom. So I had to get him set up, and then I had to rush around. So anyway, hope you got some useful information. Now it's time. You know what you need to do now is go out and just win that day. Just win the day, right? Let's just win the day. Where's my win the day? There it is. Let's pop that up here and say goodnight, Gracie. And you all have a beautiful day. I love you so. And tomorrow we'll continue with Facebook. 5, 5, 5, and 5. See you later.